saving lives. And as always, Patriot Pride.
Left your left, left, right, your left. You got it!
Trucker.
Hello, and welcome to We Got Your 6 at 6 Patriot Playtime. It is Andrea Eichmann here with the gang, and we are bringing our weekly show / podcast. Every week we bring you a guest. Most times it's a new guest, and many times we have a new musician for you. We'd like to share all the good and sometimes the not so good things that are happening in our world, and tonight it will not be disappointing. I am going to mention real quick, because I see them everywhere that I'm looking right now. Bourbon Battle Buddies. Woo, you are amazing. Thank you, J Train. It is August 2023. We have some super amazing guests this week, you guys. We have Contagion Effect in the house. Eric Mello. Did I get it right? You guys have M-E and E-M, and it throws me off, these two guys. Anyway, so Mike is here representing. And then we have music coming with Tucker Hart. You guys are going to love it. Tucker is new and shares the same passion about supporting veterans and first responders. And then he's also going to share his music, some of it live. So we're super excited to hear that tonight. Stay tuned, you guys. Stay tuned for more fun and learning with us. Ask your questions, please. Our guests are here to answer questions. And to get involved in the conversation. So can I just say, we got Derek, we got Jason. Thank you, Jason. We have got Derek Iozio, who is forever a super supporter. Geraldine, I see you there. And Jeremy Daniels. My goodness, we've got a lot of people involved right now. I see Mike. I'm going to save you for a minute, Mike Gusa. We'll talk about that later, right? So questions, if you have them. Hey, you guys are the reason that we are here, and we would like to, I got to tell Peterson something. I don't see our pledge in this one. We might have moved our pledge. So I'm going to share our pledge with you a little bit later. Oh, I got it. It was behind my screen. Sorry, I'm messing it up tonight. I was in the middle of saying thank you to everybody who watches, everybody who interacts, everybody who tells somebody about what we do, because we, along with almost every single guest that we've had on, we depend on you to spread the word and to share the mission and to be supportive out there for us at all times. And that's why we're here. We know why we get to do this at the People's Patriot Project. Thank you to the service members and the first responders that have committed their time, sweat, blood, limbs, family, and life to give us the freedoms that we have that allow us to do what we do daily. So please share, call if you've got time, talent, or treasure you would like to share with us. Call if you have a mission that needs to be taken care of. I do want to actually, just saw on the news, Project Got Your Back. Congratulations. We have a Minnesota group. We'll have them on here one day, hopefully soon. They've been super busy planning 2 Guinness World Record breakers. And one was successful. And that was the number of people floating on noodles in the water at the same time in the same space. I think the old record was 253. I did not hear what the record breaking number was. So there were pictures on the news. That was here at Lake Minnetonka up here in Minnesota. And what a great day to be in the water. So before we get started tonight, I would like each of you to take off your hats if you have them on. Stand if you can. Put your hand over your heart and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And thank you again for that, guys.
Boom. Let's adjust this a little bit. Put the queen where she belongs. Get the guests
Right
at
in
the
the middle.
top. There they go. That's the way it should be. We're here. Eventually, my shirt will make it to the show eventually. It's still pixelating in, and it'll come in here in a minute. Actually, this is our new camo representing all the veterans and first responders and people that are. This is our new camo. This is what we're going to go with.
Did you just whip up a shirt out of that material today?
No. I'm joking.
Tonto. What's up, Tonto?
Is that your Tonto? I was just going to say, he just reminded me.
He's here. The man, the myth, the legend.
The man making it all the rounds.
We got Jason Steiner in the house.
What's up, Jay? Emotional damage.
Mr. Daniels is
you can't
here.
even read that without saying it like that. Huh?
You can't. You have to say it that way, right?
And the Facebook user, there'll be a link thrown in here real quick by one of our counterparts here. That'll, if you want to be recognized on the show, you can do it one or two ways. Just type in your name. We can guess at your initial, but we won't always get it right. Or you can just click the little link, and it'll give StreamYard access to read. It won't send you mails or anything, but just so you know. Welcome, gentlemen, and always Miss Aikman.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks. Appreciate you guys having us on.
Well, we just recently were on Contagion Effect. And it was a lot of fun. And we had a lot of conversation behind the scenes I like men and women who get the job done and get it done in a way that is quality. And there's an investment in it. Just like our brothers and sisters in arms who have signed that dotted line, and our first responders who are standing on the front lines daily. There's a committed effort. And you and your counterpart, Mike, because this is Eric,
yes,
have a podcast called Contagion Effect. Tell us about that.
Yeah, so, we started off as a podcast because we really don't want to be on screen, but then we realized that you want to put a face with the name and everything like that. And so we're like, hey, why not we just do it? So we switched over through StreamYard, which I say StreamYard because hopefully we'll get sponsored by StreamYard because they're pretty cool. They have like a bunch of promotional videos and stuff, and we always jump on and tag a bunch of people. So we're working that way, right? I mean, it's fun, it's easy, it's super easy to use. And so we jumped on. We couldn't get to 1,000 followers on YouTube to go live, and so we work through StreamYard, and we go live on Thursday nights at 6:00. We talk to veterans, first responders, and that's our service, right? We say from the very beginning that Mike and I are not veterans. We do not claim to be veterans. We will never take the honor of saying, "Oh man, I know what you guys are going through." We have our own PTSD. We have our own stuff that we do and that we live through. But it's we never claim that. Mike's dad was in the Marines. He was in Vietnam. Contracted some Agent Orange, and he had some health issues. Got cancer, ended up passing away. The problem that they were having was trying to get the benefits and stuff for him, right? And then so that kind of started the part of the why of the Contagion Effect. And then my dad, who was so real quick, because I do have to say this too, is my stepdad, but I don't say stepdad because I knew him since I was 12 years old, right? So he was in my life for many years. So my dad was in the Navy, the USS Cleveland, LPD. And so he contracted some pulmonary fibrosis, and, being from that generation, just felt that he needed to remove himself, and he committed suicide about 4 years ago, almost 5 years ago. And so our world's just was like, listen, man, like, I'm not going to go through therapy. I go, so why don't we just sit around and talk about this and see where it goes? And, 78 episodes later, here we are, and we get to come on to great podcasts and shows like the Patriots Project, the People's Patriots Project, and get to talk to veterans, singer-songwriters. I mean, people from the VA. It's amazing, right? It's amazing what this little box does for people.
So, and that was a subject part that I wanted to get involved with at some point tonight. I might as well, because I believe Tucker's also in this house too. And again, we get so tied up with labels in our society that who's a veteran, who's a first responder, who's served, who's a ranger, who's a Marine. You know what? If you serve, you serve. That's the way I want to say it. I'm a zero hierarchy kind of person. I got in trouble several times in my enlistment. Not that I didn't respect the rank. That's not it at all. There's a rank that you have to respect, and I did. But at the same time, at the end of the day, you know what? You all stand in the shower by yourselves, worrying about who's going to drop the soap. There's no rank in the shower. There's no rank going up the grocery aisle. They're your people, and you know, even in my teaching world, we have administrators and we have EAs, and you'll see I'm putting them all at the same level, and you have teachers, and there's no hierarchy in there. They're all there for the purpose of serving our children and teaching our children. And I mean, you have a captain that is his skill set is to keep the ship where it's supposed to be going, and everyone else is supposed to function in there. And again, thank you for your service, brother. I don't know if anyone's ever told you that. I'm going to say it, and I get to say that, and I will say that. Thank you for your service. If you believe in the red, white, and blue, and you've got boots on the ground, and you're trying to make the space of this country a better place, you're serving, man. Yeah, that's what we get to do today.
Yeah, you know, there's a group that we've kind of gotten into, and I say the group. Once you're on the show, or once you've been part of the Contagion Effect, you're part of the group, part of the family. You're going to get emails from different people. You're going to be asked to come on, 6 or 7 different podcasts. And all we do is just share your story, be honest, and we've weeded out that, for the most part, I'll send out 10 emails and get maybe 1 response. Right. And out of those other 9, I will hound them, and I will send them emails like for the next week and a half, just because I am so vested in their story. Like, I want to share everyone's story. I want everyone to come on, share their story. It's our platform. This is the way we serve, right? This is what we give back to the community, and it's been fun. It really has. It's been fun. I don't really consider it work or anything like that, or it's our hobby. But it's more than a hobby now, man. It's just it's in us, right? It's the emotional connection that you have, and that's the awesome part. I've only cried on probably 10 or 15 episodes. But every single time I get goosebumps, and I do have to check myself for a minute, because I can be an emotional guy, and it's fun. It's fun.
It is. It's almost like I'm talking to the guy in the mirror, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I can't say it's not work, because our commitment to the show, our commitment to the mission, our commitment to it creates work, and it creates stress amongst the team, and it causes conflict, and it is what it is. And we I think we do a good job of. They don't do a good job. I'm going to be honest. Andrea and Jonathan do not do a good job of holding me accountable. They let me go loose, too fun, to have all the time. They do not say, pull the reins back. We got to keep this guy in check. And I appreciate them for that.
Mikey, see, and you had said the banter between Mike and I, and that's the thing is, so we go back. His oldest, I want to say, is 29. My oldest is 24. So all the way back to Pee Wee football, right? So 9, 10, 8, 9, 10. So we've known each other for a long time. We actually ran Houston youth football for a few years between him and I. And we've seen a lot of transition, I should say. And so we right before, we'll come right up to the second of the show. Listen, that's not what we're doing. Like, we're not going to just, and I'll tell Mike, dude, just go with it. Just listen, just wait. I'll give you a little signal. He's like, we're not, no. I'm like, okay. okay, and I'll go and do it anyways, and it'll be like, and it's for the laugh because that's all I'm there. I'm the timer guy. I'm the guy that tells you how much time we have left before the show starts, and for laughs, if I can sneak a laugh in here and there, that's I've done my job.
Oh,
I've
you
done my
guys
job.
use a timer? We
Well,
messed
that
up
little
our-
countdown thingy that says, "Hey, you're going to go live in about 2 seconds."
Oh, those
Better,
ones.
yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the end of the show. We messed up.
Oh
on
no,
all-
shoot, our end of the show. So it's funny because as on the StreamYard, you go in the little. It's funny because I can't go over here and click on the bands, and I can't do the links. I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's-
oh wait,
it's
there's supposed to be a
different.
whole
It's
thing right there.
hard.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
supposed to
it's
be a whole
hard to
thing right there.
detect that.
Shoot. And so it's funny because when you're adding Tucker, and then he was popping out, and he was popping back in, he was popping back out, and then Mike's like, "Oh, forget it. I'm just forget it."
I don't know if that was on Tucker's part or our part or whatever. It didn't matter at that
Yeah.
point. We tried.
But
not
he's
to-
here. That's all that matters.
He's here.
Hey.
He's here. Tucker, tell us why are you here, buddy? Tell us your story.
Well, I was just kind of going through life, and in 2011, we kind of understand what happened is I had strep and my spine hit my brain at the same time I was having a heart attack. So,
Holy shit.
yeah. So, I was laying there in the ambulance, and they were, chew on this and give me aspirin and putting in the IVs and everything and clicking on the machines, which in my mind, they were the defib paddles getting ready to go. I was like, well, it's been a fun ride. So, but afterwards I started having some involuntary movement problems, and I had late onset Tourette's follow. And from there, it just got worse and worse, and I lost the ability to walk, and I was having multiple seizures a week. I couldn't feed myself. My wife had to feed me and change my clothes. And, I was supporting our family, and I was, living the typical American husband and dad, right? I'm the breadwinner. I'm out here doing all this, going that to my wife having to pick me up out of a wheelchair. And having seizures and waking up to a group of what I call my instant friends, which is the 30 people that surround you when you're having a seizure. And they're kind of like, I don't know, maybe I should do this or record him or something.
Do you put the wallet in the mouth or not?
How many lives?
Yeah, well, this one lady, bless her, was in her 70s and was trying to do CPR. And I woke up, mouth to mouth, mind. I woke up with her lips just about right here, and man, she must have had some really strong garlic at some point. But I just, she was in a panic, and I, of course, I'm coming out of a seizure. I'm not knowing where I'm at and just seeing like the space above me. But it's just so we were trying to figure out things that were going on, and it was just getting worse and worse, and so I became a shut-in because of that, and I didn't want to be around people with all the noises and the movement disorder and all of that. So I just remember my kids being in the backyard playing, and I'm just in a wheelchair and thinking, man, they never said I wouldn't walk again, and I need to be there for my family. So I just, over the course of about a year, I started going from the wheelchair, kind of kicking with my feet, to a 4-point walker, to a cane, and just doing laps around the living room, just determined to make something of this life that's come to me. And so it's been a long journey with that, and addiction, and trying to end myself, just because things got too hard. But man, the journey coming from that, man, has just been incredible. My buddy invited me out to this place called Old Quarter Acoustic Cafe here in Galveston to listen to a singer-songwriter by the name of Travis Meadows. And man, it was after that, it was a religious experience. This guy who's kicked addiction, lost his leg when he was a teenager to cancer, had to grow up with his grandparents, horrible, difficult life situation, but he was able to escape that by writing music. And I don't know, I just used it as a form of therapy, and it's been 3 years now, and it's been a whirlwind of fun, and seeing how I can give back and make something out of this life that it is now.
It's awesome.
Outstanding.
Thank you.
And so you're using music as a gigantic piece of coming back, is that right?
That's right. I started writing these songs, and that was the biggest form of therapy for me, is just getting it all out. And I hadn't played guitar, let alone play guitar and sing at the same time. I'd played guitar when I was a teenager, but I didn't really pick it up again until about 3 years ago. I'm 42 now, so and it's been incredible.
Now, you're playing live tonight? Is that right?
Sure, yeah. I have a few songs coming up off a new album, and one of my biggest blessings to do is I go around and play free shows at nursing homes, and
wow.
I love nursing homes, memory care facilities, and assisted living facilities. I love giving back and helping with life enrichment programs. So just off my YouTube channel, Tucker Hart, HART, 100% of everything I make off that channel, I donate to nursing homes, assisted living facilities, and memory care facilities for those programs. It started off, my first show anywhere to play was February 20th of 2020, right before the world went sideways. And I've had this dream of just going around and playing free nursing home shows, just because those are the people, especially because I'm more prone to 1940s to 1960s. They just really love it, and I just love playing free shows. It blesses me more than it blesses them, honestly. So, I mean, I even do Zoom shows. That's how I actually started. It was back during that time.
That was awesome. Zooms are cool, right?
Yeah.
Those were cool. That really falls into the giving piece that I found. I came across Tucker, and he was talking on social media, and his music was a lot about supporting those in need. And then I felt some sense of a connection to the first responder and the veteran world, and so that's how I reached out to him to see if he was one of that number, because I really liked his music and hoped we could get him on here. And even though he's not, that's his give back and his support to share the music with them as well. Yeah. So that was a good connection.
Well, thank you for having me on and for your interest in what I'm doing.
Absolutely.
So you had 3 songs lined up for tonight. Which one do you want to start with?
Well, I guess let's see how this transfers over. First one I wanted to have it's called Mr. Pocket. And so for 7 years, I taught free English classes. And every Friday I'd go in, and I did this to force myself to get out of the house. And so I speak a good amount of Japanese, so I primarily focus on helping the Japanese community here in the Clear Lake area. Just as, my wife and I were on call basically as well. If they had any questions, concerns, even reading back of medicine bottles or flat tire, whatever. We were there for them 24 hours. That was completely free. I taught free English classes because I figured, well, if they don't like what I'm doing, it's a 100% refund, right? So every Friday I'd go into this place to teach. This gentleman would be in the corner with a thick stack of lottery tickets, and he was scratching them off, and with a cup of coffee. And he wasn't having fun. It was like, please, God, let this be something that could help get me to where I need to be. And it also reminded me so much that people are still waiting on their golden years, and him back there scratching all that silver off kind of got me thinking about prospecting in some ways. So, so I wrote this song about him. Well, it's inspired about him. You got to be real careful with legal. But I don't know if this is this loud enough? Good. Okay. All right. In my youth, I found a map that led to nowhere. tug at the edge with a crooked spoon. Keep on spending time at this old river. Hoping something will pan out soon. Pickaxe in hand and hope in the other. My old mule, she's seen better days. Every day I come home empty-handed. Pray tomorrow will go my way. I'm just a miner searching for my golden years. Digging for hope deep inside this cave of fear. Struck down by the hit and run of aging. Time didn't stop to check on me. Memories of yesterday are swiftly fading. I owned the door, but lost the key. Keep on scratching silver off the cardboard. Hoping for matching three. Seems I'm only good at finding fool's gold. Bottom of a bottle that calls to me. I'm just a miner searching for my golden years. Digging for hope deep inside this cave of fear. Thank you very much.
Awesome. That was awesome. Live music's so awesome. So powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
It's you don't run into music anymore that puts you on your heels, sets you back. Listen to it. This is gonna be goofy, but I don't know if you remember the old. I won't remember the name of the song, but the song that intro Grizzly Adams back in the day. That was one of those songs that sets you back, and it's like, oh my gosh, I can breathe this air and I can visually see the world. That's one of those songs right there.
Yeah.
Oh man, thank you so much.
The way that it's the delivery, right? And I noticed as you were singing, I was going through some of your YouTube, and I noticed that oh my gosh, Johnny Cash has an influence, right? And you have that demeanor. Well, I don't want to say demeanor, but you have that kind of artistic creation, So that I can't wait to watch some of your videos, man. It sounds awesome.
Well,
live music is just awesome in general.
Well,
that was my exact sentiment. Was Johnny Cash, man.
Yeah.
I don't know too many people that would be offended by that, but
he's getting the cash.
Yeah,
man, it's huge. That's a huge compliment. And this voice came about as a mistake, as it were. I went through 23 treatments of it's called functional cranial release.
Oh wow!
Where they put medical. I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but they put medical grade balloons up into your skull, and on the other side, about the size of a water balloon, and on the other side they have an air tank, and it inflates these balloons inside of your skull. And so the thought is you're trying to get the spinal fluid to saturate the brain, saturate your spinal cord, and vice versa, open up those channels more. And it actually changed the shape of my face. I mean, it was really rough. And nosebleeds, ears, teeth. It changed everything. But I had a much higher voice, and so I was trying to sing along, just with songs through the house. I was like, man, I don't sound anything like myself anymore. And so it just got, it was like a third puberty at some point, just kept going lower and lower and lower. And so I was just trying to figure out what I sound like. And man, I decided, well, I got to find out what I sound like as a singer, just even around the house. I actually started listening to Joy Williams, and she has a song named Canary. I don't know if y'all have heard about that. Beautiful song. So I just started singing along with her. And I found my voice through Joy Williams. So that's kind of, so this voice, it sounds very reminiscent of Cash. And I thought, well, I could probably do something with that. So that's where the idea of nursing homes came in, of, playing that old style of the classic 50s and 60s country and Western. And so, yeah, I've just kind of made the most of it because, I sound completely different than what I did. And, I could have taken that as, another thing to be upset about with all the neurological and physical stuff. But I figured, what, I could probably do something good with this. And so that's where all this came about.
You keep doing what you're doing.
There was a time where I was like, I can't hear your guitar. Maybe we should adjust. But letting it go, I think it was better. It was, you got to hear your voice. And it was, I was like, wow. And that's one of the reasons why we love it when the artists come on here and go live. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. We had one shipwreck once, and I was like, "There's no way for me to communicate to him." So I just kicked him out of the studio. Said,
sorry about that
Wi-Fi. Back to you another day.
That damn Wi-Fi, right?
No, the old Wi-Fi.
It wasn't really it was just a crash, not a sink or crash and burn. Just a little.
Yeah. And it wasn't his fault. Technology was new. He was just one of those things where he was kind of a driver, and he was driving. And these microphones, if you're just going with your computer microphone, it will not catch it. It won't do it.
Yeah.
And he was just overplaying the mic, and I was just like, you see there. But that was going to happen today. It was amazing.
The cool thing was, America's Got Talent on right now, right? And so I was watching last night, and he actually kicked the girl and said, hey, get rid of the music, and I just want you to sing, right? So it's kind of like the same way. You could still hear the music, and then, I'm a harmonica guy, right? I love the harmonica. I think that's so cool. And, I'm just a nerd for live music. So, yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Same.
The harmonica is like the fiddle. You can't go without it, but not everyone can play it. You, Tucker, you've got it. There's some people that blow on the harp, and it's just like, please don't. I don't know. I can't even hear what you're doing. Just kick that over to the side and do the other thing. Do that.
Yeah.
But you keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Well, thank you very much.
Jonathan.
Yes.
I pooped the bed. I'm letting everyone know it. I forgot to let you do your news.
All right. So it'll be brief today. The month of August is the month of August is National Wellness Month. The idea of National Wellness Month is to prioritize, get people to prioritize their own self-care, manage their own stress levels, and promote healthy routines. So find some wholesome, healthy routines that you can regularly. They give you some sort of peace and happiness in life, and make sure you make yourself a priority and treat yourself like you treat those that you love. A little bit of history today. August 21st, 1959, President Eisenhower signs a proclamation admitting Hawaii into the Union as the 50th state. He would also issue an order for a new American flag, and the order and design would be laid out by him as well, and the new flag would become the official flag of the United States, with 50 stars as we know it today. It was made official on July 4th the following year, 1960. And I came across this, and it's more local history, but it was pretty national at the time. August 25th, 2005, Hurricane Katrina made landfall between Hallandale Beach and Aventura, Florida, as a Category 1 hurricane. 4 days later, it would come ashore again near Empire, Buras, and Boothville, Louisiana. The rescue and response effort would end up being one of the largest in Coast Guard history to that date. 24,135 lives were saved. 9,409 evacuations were covered. Hurricane Katrina would claim 1,392 lives and would cause an estimated $145.5 billion in damage, particularly in the city of New Orleans, surrounding areas of Louisiana and southern Mississippi. Personally, I was overseas at the time, and the news that I was watching was not conducive to my heart condition, which I don't have one, but for 3 days I did. All phone lines were down, couldn't reach anybody, and I was overseas imagining the worst possible scenarios. But my family, thankfully, thank God, ended up missing the brunt of it, and we were all okay. But Hurricane Katrina did some serious damage to my home state and the surrounding areas, and it's something that you can't drive through southern Mississippi and still New Orleans and still not see some landmark or landscape that wasn't touched by Hurricane Katrina. It was devastating for sure.
Yeah. Man.
Well, and also with the news of Hawaii and the news of major catastrophes, we also want to keep our thoughts on the people of Maui. And last I heard, and I know this number is going to keep growing, sadly, was 96, and I think the number did creep up over 100, and with over 1,000 people still missing. So,
ironic. I trained a guy last week, David Kanoa. Brother, appreciate you. Know what you're going through. He actually is from Maui. He's actually from Lanai. Like went to high school there. Has family and friends. Last week was a real emotional week. All this happened. Saturday night, Sunday morning. He started training with me Sunday, and then Monday, his brother actually had a stroke while he was out helping victims and searching and stuff like that. and he was showing me pictures, and when a grown man sits there and breaks down, and you're just like, hey, I go, dude, like, let's go talk to the boss. We can get you trained. He's like, no, no, no. He goes, I know I got one of the best trainers here. He goes, I'll get through it. We'll deal with it. And yeah, man, from all we can say, hey, Maui and Hawaii and all, but when you actually know someone, like the ironic part of him being there on that Sunday was just crazy. And yeah, it's at last I heard it was 112, and there's about 1,000 still missing. So
Yeah.
just and again, you started at the beginning of the show that we don't get into politics and stuff. Well, yeah, well, we don't. I'm part of the show too, so we don't get into politics here. But we could open up that whole Pandora's box, right? But we won't, because we got Tucker Hart, who plays live music and helps and gives back to the community with his music and stuff. And that's awesome, man. That's awesome. I want to ask Tucker a question real quick. And I'm hoping this isn't a different Tucker. Do you know Shannon Book?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. So I don't have too much of your Facebook or anything like that, but tell me about playing at the Saloon Door Brewing.
Oh man,
tell me about that.
Yeah, dude, that was amazing. It was. We're actually going to do September 1st with Sergeant Records.
Where's that going to be? I'm like,
Saloon
again,
Door,
I
it's the same one.
Oh, is it really? Okay.
Yeah. I played Saloon Door West over at some new location, but the first one over there, it was a veterans event, featuring veteran musicians, and man, it was just beautiful seeing them come up there and tell their stories and speak through their music. We're going to do it again September 1st with Scotty Frazier and Sergeant Records.
I haven't been able to get him on the show, but Shannon Book is just that is a solid American right there, and he is just a genuine guy. And he gives me so much crap because he made me cry one day and he won't let me forget it. So we played one of his songs and he said, no, listen to it, because he knew about my dad. He's like, no, listen to it. He goes, you're hearing it, listen to it. And his Dear Mom video is just next level. I hope that, if you want to wish everyone well wishes and stuff, but man, you want something to blow up for that guy. And dude, Shannon's just a solid dude. So I'll let you have your show back. Sorry.
Nice.
Hey, you're good.
Nice, man.
I've done that one other time. I said, oh, hey, so yeah, I see you went to here. He's like, no. And I scrolled down. I'm like, oh yeah, the dude died like 40 years ago. And Mike's like, yeah, good job.
He was super nice, man. Talk about talented. Holy smokes. Yeah. So I'm excited to get back and play with him some more.
He's all right.
Dear Mom makes me tear up every time too. Every damn time.
He's all right.
Yeah. Jason Steiner. That's going to be another thing that he's got going on, is the Hero Stock in 2023 in September 9th in Ashland. That's going to be amazing. I'm going to fly out to go to it.
I'm just going to sit back there, put my feet up. Go ahead. Yeah, you got this.
We got you. Right? We got
easiest show ever.
Actually, one of our show contributors, our ad guy, Gary Miller, Mobile Tax Service, he's going to fly out. So yeah, it's going to be it's going to be fun, dude. I can't wait. I was trying to convince my wife to let me drive out there, but it's like 1,609 miles, and I'm like, well, I'll just rent a van, sleep in the van down by the river.
You're not going to make it now?
Huh?
Oh, man.
You're not going to make it now?
Oh, yeah. No, I am.
Oh.
Yeah. One way or another.
Well,
I'm a big guy, so I got to go first class. So I'm trying to get my show sponsor. I'm trying to see if Gary Miller Mobile Tax Service will pick up the tab on that. I just figure if I could drop his name enough times,
Did you say that's Miller Tax Service?
Yeah, Gary.
Put him in the comments. It's keep it rolling. That's might as well just do it, because the train's off the tracks right now, Andrea. This would be your thing right now.
There we go. Hero Stock 2023, September 9th. We are going to be in that little town in Nebraska, hanging out with Jason Steiner. Is it Ashland? Oh my gosh.
Omaha and Lincoln.
Yeah, I can't read. Anyway, so I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. Scotty Hastings will be there, my little brother, and then guess so is Contagion Effect Eric gonna be there.
We're going to make an appearance. We're not going to have any merchandise or anything like that, but we'll have some stickers to hand out. For us, we have to go. We have to go. It's one of the things we've been talking about for 9 months. We've got Steiner and he's going to be coming up. Jess Cunningham from Warriors for Wills for Warriors. Sorry, Wills for Warriors. They're going to be giving a motorcycle away there, and so they're going to actually be coming on August 31st on the Contagion Effect show, and so that'll be amazing. It's just fun to talk to everyone. Everyone asks, "Well, what's your favorite show?" I'm like, the next one. Like the last one was my best one, and I told you Dude, I hate to do this. If you go to contagioneffect.com and buy those biker sweat, there's biker pants. Okay, we've sold one pair, and it's Mike's wife, Jamie Paparazzi. I'm hugging her butt cheek, and Mike's up on the other front thigh because it's literally it's our emblem, right? And they just wrapped it around these ties. Dude, I told you.
Would they go well with the shirt?
Well, so yeah, we've slacked on merchandise, man. We're not here to make money. We buy more merch from everybody else, whoever comes on the show and stuff. That's why I work a little bit of overtime here and there. My wife's like, "Hey," I'm like, "I got it. I hear you." But if you only work the double, your RN wage, like that's like a whole week for me. So she don't go for it. She doesn't go for it.
Every time we get into shirts and merch, we end up giving away more than we sell.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah.
Why are we doing this again?
Yeah. I teamed up with American Veterans First in Riverbank, and that's where I met Alan Taylor, World War II veteran. And they cut out stars for the flag, right? And they have a little explanation of what the stars and stripes means. And I have a bunch of 2 stickers I'm putting in a little pouch there. So we'll be bringing some of those out, definitely. So yeah, that's about as much merch as we have. We have a site, but we haven't updated anything in about, I don't know, 7 months.
I think you need to make Steiner put his money where his mouth is. And
I'm just saying,
regardless if you have them or not, there needs to be some kind of tights that show up, and then just say,
if Jason Steiner, listen, I'll say this, okay? If there is a Contagion Effect tights sighting on stage, I got $250 for next year's hero stock, okay? It'll be the first ad that'll be donated. How about that? We'll do that.
There we go.
Like I said, it doesn't have to be beautiful, but I just think some kind of branded Contagion Effect tights need to show up or come along.
Yes, Tonto. I'm still waiting for the envelopes to put in. Listen, I told you the other day, I got envelopes from Amazon. I got stamps from Amazon. And I got stickers, and I got your book from Jenna. Hey, he's getting the veteran workbook. I already signed it, autographed it. There'll be a sighting too. We'll bring a couple extra books, and so yeah, I'm totally ordering tonight. That's awesome.
Is there any other Contagion Effect business you'd like to get done while you're here?
I do apologize. I do, but I don't. I'll turn the show back over.
No, you're good. I love it.
I feel like he said that already.
Yeah. Well, as we were talking, I see that I got accepted by Mark E. Peterson as a Facebook friend. Finally, my world is
How
complete.
does that happen? Not during the show.
Right?
It can't happen.
Oh, there you go, Gary Miller Mobile.
There he is.
There he is. Thank you, Gary. We appreciate you so much, too, by the way. I am sneaking in an extra day.
This is your sponsor? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Gary Miller Mobile Tax Service. He's our sponsor, proud sponsor, veteran. He also is a veteran. He's also about 15 different things, actually. He was a truck driver, security guy. He is an apiary. I think he raises goats. He does taxes. Notary Republic. I think he also is going to school to be a lawyer. Now, I'm not.
Wow.
No. The guy is just an all-around good dude, just a solid guy. one of our best friends use them for their taxes for their business, and they're like, yeah, we need somebody, and yeah, lo and behold, it happened, and man, I can't believe. I mean, we've probably referred maybe 20 or 30 people, and again, it's mobile, so we'll see what happens.
Is
Yeah, Shiner, he does. Yeah. Mike is, and let's be honest, Mike runs the show. Mike runs our Contagion Effect. He does all the background stuff. He does the intro. He does all that stuff, and it's amazing. I tried to run a show, and the only reason I did it was because he had it all set up for me. So it was real. Yeah, sorry, I know. Yeah, I know. I kind of take off. Yeah, small arms. Oh, I thought that said dealer. Small arms dealer. My bad. My bad.
It's weird when you wouldn't hear this from me, but those that teach tend to.
Might have a few laying. Yeah,
Yeah, it happens.
Hey guys, a little some here, a little some there. Hey, welcome back.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Better late than never.
All the effing buttons.
Yeah.
Who is pushing them?
There we go.
That's some SOS stuff right there. Hey, Gary, can you decipher that for us?
It's my swear button.
So some Morse code at first.
Gary can't get on.
You don't want to hear Eichmann's swear button. It's continuous and goes long, and it's.
There we go.
Because I swear a lot.
Sucker, what else you got for us, brother?
Well, I have another song I wrote for. It's called First Frost of El Paso. I don't know if we have anyone from El Paso in the audience. But it's a song I wrote to say thank you to the truckers and all they do for our amazing country, especially those that stay behind and help take care of things while the loved ones on the road. I feel like they don't get enough love and appreciation, man. They do so much for us. I mean, I'm sure it's clearly visible when COVID started hitting and those store shelves weren't being filled. I hope some more people get appreciation for, man, it's a hell of a lot of hard work. And I don't think they get recognized enough, especially those that stay behind, man, and take care of everything. So I wrote the song as a way to say thank you. And I wrote it to take place in the 1970s because I felt it was a little more romantic that way. It's about a trucker dropping off his last load and heading home for Christmas. And with any luck, it might be a Hallmark movie because, they're running out of ideas. And, man, what's more romantic than a truck driver dropping off the last load and heading home for Christmas? And so, it might happen with any luck. But anyhow, it's called First Frost of El Paso. Well, the weather outside's getting colder, and I hope you're in my arms when those strong northern winds blow through those mountains and their snow-covered tops. By the time I reach El Paso, first frost will have set in. The cardinals will sing their snow song, welcoming winter again. Been driving for hours down I-25 on my way back home from Wyoming. The moon and stars are out tonight. And if I stop to count the miles that it took to get to you, if I stop to count the quarters that I spent on payphones calling you, if I stop to count the moments you were on my mind, They would match this beating in my chest the first time your eyes looked into mine. Postcard that you sent me sits upon my desk. Glance back at it every now and then as these countless miles pass. And it says, greetings from El Paso. Kids are doing fine. Please don't worry about us. Thanks for working so hard to provide. This bed is mighty lonesome. Can't wait till you are here. Won't be much longer till you're home. I love you, my dear. Northern winds are coming. There's a chill now in the air. Just crossed into Texas. 20 minutes and I'll be there. Now I'm in El Paso. First frost has set in. The cardinals are singing their snow song, and you're back in my arms again. Oh man, thank
Very
you so
cool.
much, dude. Thank you so much for that. Far out, appreciate that. Thank you, dude.
You're still muted, Eric.
Hey, there we are.
There we go.
Dude, thank you so much for
There we
that.
That was that was awesome. That's just a call out, Derek, or that was just a call out, Jason. By the way, he asked if I paid you to sing that. So that was great, dude. That was awesome.
Well,
Thank you
got
so
it.
much, man.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
now you got
you.
gas money.
Hey, for sure.
Yeah, man, that's awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, we're gonna be sending you an email, and you're gonna be coming on the Contagion Effect, and we'll do
Oh,
something.
far out,
We'll have
man.
you on with Scotty and we'll do with Shannon Book, and
Dude, that'd be great.
there's another guy coming back to Louisiana, Schaefer Mueller. That's another guy that is just. I mean, there's just so many veterans out there that are doing awesome things, you know, and
Absolutely.
again, you know, we're kind of in that same boat. Like we're serving, and it's, you know, it's yeah. I mean, this is that part where I kind of get tongue tied, but I get a little emotional too because it just gets awesome.
Man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's
It's
cool.
I look
dude.
forward to that. Thank you, dude.
Yeah.
it's different when
Yeah,
you
we'll
know
be-
the people. It's different when
Yeah.
you know the people, and when you've built relationships with them.
Mm.
And the network that has been built by Contagion Effect, the People's Patriot Project, Hero Stock, Feed the Heroes Foundation, you name it, Project Die Hard that was just on here with Mr. Gibson, Brian Gibson.
Catch
They're
22.
just
Catch 22.
Hey, you know what? I appreciate Derek Iozio because we've got him so trained well that he actually puts the name of the city where he serves in there because I mess it up every time. Because I always say San Antonio. It's El Paso. But Project Got Your Back. No, Project Got Your Back here in Minnesota. Catch 22 is Derek Iozio. Yeah, and it's not that I don't pay attention, but there are, since we started this, and you know, the Mr. Contagion Effect over here, getting all excited about his 100 and blah blah blah. This is episode 164, so we're pretty
that's
excited
awesome.
about it.
Hey.
Heck yeah.
It's not a competition. We're
Absolutely.
joking.
Yeah.
But that means because we probably have 20 episodes before that we didn't know that we're supposed to be because we were growing. That means we have almost 300 boots on the ground organizations that have come into play with the People's Patriot Project, and not to mention then the musicians. And Derek Schaefer, Shannon Book, Scotty Hastings, Jonathan, who's, I don't know why he's sitting in the background, but he went and got to see Stephen John this weekend.
Yeah.
Hey, did you get to put your paws on him?
Yeah.
You did? You got to put your paws on? Nice. Did he like it?
Oh, he's in the back corner. We got to bring him forward.
Well, but he can do that.
Well, I can do it.
Oh, no, he's leaving.
Oh.
So anyway.
Okay.
It's a blast. I don't know. I like to say we do things differently because I won't say that I've worked heavy and tight in the radio industry, but I don't see the people go out and build relationships with the people that they bring on the relationship or bring on the show. And that's what we've been insistent from the very beginning. That's why we have events that we get to take veterans and first responders all across the country. We were supposed to that event that Andrea was talking about at the beginning of the show. Chris Turner was supposed to come up and play with us at one time. JT and the Gunslingers were supposed to play for the same event, and just the stuff didn't work out at the last, and that's fine. We're good. We appreciate what you do. I'd like to say thank you.
It's Derek.
Oh, that is Derek. Derek, yep. He's the Godfather. I'm going to call him the Godfather.
So I just sent him not only a friend request and an email, so we'll be in touch.
Derek Iosco's the man.
Iosio.
Yeah, yeah. It took about 6 episodes for me to know how to pronounce that correctly.
You say that name. That's so easy, but you couldn't. It just didn't sit there. Stephen John liked it. I'm guessing. So Stephen John, he was like early. And when we went to Nashville one time, I called one of my kids' old roommates from college, and then we had Stephen John with us, and we went out and we had just a heck of a night. Actually, twice we hung out with Stephen John, because once Brandon Mills and Stephen John, we had dinner and watched sports. But yeah, crazy.
Mr. Miller is asking the question for the People's Patriot Project. Are you a 501 or 501c? We are a 501c3 since 2018.
That's awesome.
So thank you for your questions asked. If you need any of that information, we get it passed to you. And
Jeremy Daniels, you are the knowledge from behind. Look at that. We all need to come together. That is kind of the message of why we do this. I mean, I think Eric would agree. This is for us to bring to the surface people who went, like Tucker. It's going to take you a while to get up here in Minnesota, probably, but now here you are. We're up here in Minnesota. We're spreading the word up here. California's out there spreading the word. We got.
See,
You're a blessing, Gary.
That's awesome, Gary.
Gary, thank you, dude. We're gonna say your name at every show.
Gary Miller, mobile taxes for all your tax purposes needs. And get your honey and your security. And no, I love you, man. I appreciate you and what you do for us. You know, it's refreshing. It is. You know.
Well, but what I appreciate, and again, I can only imagine how much you invest into, and again, how amazing a gift that you gave to Tucker. And we try to do as much. We have, as many as we can authors, and we try to get their books, and we try to get the T-shirts, try to get the hats. I can't. I wish I had a mobile camera. Look, the pile of, Jen Ford stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, but look, I wore this on purpose too. This is Chattel.
Not all wounds.
Chattel Foundation.
Not all wounds are visible.
It's about building the nation, and again, there's some pieces that we're still trying to get over the hump a little bit, because I know there's a lot of people that want to hold on tight to their baby, and they're not about. We have 100% all the time said This is a collaborative effort.
Yeah.
We are here to build something bigger than us. And the purpose is a selfless purpose of taking care of other people.
Yeah.
And I'm done playing the games. We're going to do the job right. We're going to do it. We're going to be the tip of the spear, and we're going to keep knocking stuff. We're not even close to touching our flagship mission, which we're excited to get to someday. But we got to build this momentum. We got to build this with a team.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. I like this Gary Miller, man.
No, Gary's a solid dude, and I'm not saying it because he's on there, obviously, or he sponsors our show. And you know, when he comes and when he comes to your house at 9:00 at night, and he doesn't leave till 11:30 because he's done with the taxes at 9:30. We just sit there and BS and chit chat, and yeah, it's remarkable, you know. Some of those people that you just don't get to talk to a lot all the time. But yeah, Gary is a good dude.
Steiner stepping up, and if
Steiner.
there's any question about Gary, I think we can all put that to rest right now.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you, Jason. Jason says Gary is an amazing dude. That is perfect.
Gosh, there's just so much. But the point I was making is you get this cross-pollination. Now Gary, hopefully we see in our network, but again, is Contagion Network. And we're not here to steal people. We're just trying to here to get the voice bigger. Is that mayor?
Yeah.
Are we calling Gary the mayor? Is that what we?
It's a tax. What's a tax write-off? It's a tax write-off. Who writes it up? I love that. Sorry, little Schitt's Creek. The tax write-off people.
Is that coming from you?
It's a tax write-off.
I love it.
I was kind of busting his chops. I was waiting for my first class plane ticket, you know. But I'm gonna sit back there and coach. Wait for my sandwich and my cold fish head.
What's next for Contagion Effect?
Yeah, so glad you asked that question. That's I cheat. We have a local, Gary Ratana. He is a chaplain of the Marines. He's a local. Okay, so we're hoping this is going to happen. We've tried a couple of times to get involved. He is a chaplain. He's from the Marines. Young kid, just had a baby. He was part of American Veterans First. I actually got to see my first flag retirement ceremony, and he was there. So it's amazing that he gets up and speaks and all the good words that he says. He also runs Veterans in Action, which is also a 501c3, and they do backpack collections. They do food giveaways, or not giveaways, but they distribute food to veterans and homeless vets, and they'll set up in the park and they give away shirts, clothing, socks, and garments, undergarments, and different things like that. They also do different seminars for luncheons, and they'll bring in different guests and stuff like that. And just a good, solid dude. So hopefully we can. Here's this good looking young man here. Oh, that's going to be. Anyways, he's right there. So yeah, he's a chaplain that went through the Marines, and now he's all over the place around here. It's really funny to open my Facebook page, and he's ripping at Mislin Park, throwing out first pitches and soccer kicks and stuff like that. And he's just a good young kid that gave what he had to do what he had to do, and now he's giving back in a way that everybody can. More glare. I know. Thank you. Told you I wasn't good at this whole thing. I wasn't. So yeah, we got that coming up. The following week we have. This week, the 24th, Ratana is coming on, and then the 31st, Jason Steiner, and I think Jess Cunningham is going to join him with the Wheels for Warriors. And I mean, we're open. We have a calendar if you guys want to jump on and book another time slot and join us. And same thing with you, Tucker. We'll get in contact, and
Awesome.
we're gonna do I want to do a musical. Just have guys come, guys and gals. Sorry, Jen Ford, Barbara Sims. I want to have them, give them a little time and just kind of play a couple songs that they really, that really touch them. So hopefully that'll work out.
That was great. Oh. Peterson, what are you doing?
That's not me.
Is that me?
I thought you were bringing in something different, Peterson. What the heck?
No, it wasn't me.
What?
Are we listening to some phone call?
So here's where we play.
I'm stuck here. Sorry.
Is what?
Okay.
What?
Is that news you gave me accurate? What you just sent me?
I know. If you want to see someone cry, it's about to happen.
Not today. Not today. Bad smoke inhalation.
Yeah. Yep.
Our family is amazing. I gotta say it. Thanks again, Gary. Thank you so much, man. That's we don't get to do this without guys like you, man.
Thank you, Gary.
I can only imagine. I've seen it too many times. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is probably the third show that we've actually been on, and he's stepped up and done something that's more than deserving to a great. Listen, the People's Patriot Project is, whatever you guys get in the future, you guys deserve, because we're all in it together and we're all striving to make it better. So just sit back, relax. Whatever comes to you, bro. And you guys both. Yeah, it's we know that the struggle is there. Like, doing this thing and even with Tucker doing live music and going through all the trials that he's been going through. Like, we know what it takes to put this on, right? I mean, we could sit here and banter back and forth and chit chat like we are, but to get deep inside, that's what really.
One of our pieces is we always talk about be ready so we don't have to get ready. I mean, that's we have to be mission ready. Mission ready is when a veteran calls and says, "Hey, my grandmother's going to pass away, and I'm afraid I'm not going to make it before she gets." And that's the call we had last night. So I've been scrambling all day to figure out how to get this person the resources he needs to get to see their grandmother, and it just happened because our brothers and sisters are hearing. And so that's the next message I get to send out is, brother, we're going to get you to be with your grandmother before she passes. And that's a brother down in Alabama that we're going to help take care of. And again, we constantly say this, that we don't get to do anything that we do. And we've been able to relish in the absolute joy of giving more than we will ever be able to say, because of people. The first time we did a Christmas family experience, sadly, we ruined this poor family's Christmas for the rest of their lives because so many people came out of the woodwork to help this family. Son had a heart condition. Dad just had a heart attack and a stroke. Couldn't get his son. We got a vehicle for the family. And I'm not saying that's us. Our network came out and they said, hey, we can make this happen. Well, we pull up to their house with 3 truckloads of Christmas presents that Christmas. And that ruined every single Christmas for the rest of life because where's the 3 trucks of presents? And so we had to establish a policy at that point. Like, only 1 truckload, per family. That's all we're going to do. But absolutely a sheer blessing.
And just like Gary said, he if he can't get it, he knows people that knows people, right? So there he's offering, he can get a hold of someone who's got jump seats for the airline. So, yeah, you know,
It's lottery.
he's
That's
offering it up, and that's what that's the connection. That's what we talk about. Once you're involved, and never hesitate to ask or help or
Oh, and we don't. This is
Yeah.
this is just amazing. And
Yeah.
well, and so I mean, I'm sorry because this is going to keep. There was a more of a collaborative conversation we wanted to have with Contagion Effect, and we haven't had that chance yet. But we're going to continue to push to get that done. And again, we don't want to leave Tucker sitting here on the edge like we're having this romance.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
Put Tucker in the middle up here.
Oh shoot!
I'm just
No, that's
lucky
what I
as
mean.
far,
Hell,
man.
Put
Tucker
right
got
in
to
the
go
middle
play with
there.
Shannon
There we
Book.
go. Tucker's
Shannon
in
got
the
to play with
middle.
Shannon Book. So I mean, shit. To me, he's a bigger superstar than we'll ever be.
See? Yeah. Dang, Shannon. He's so good. Marines stick to that.
He's got all the cool
Okay.
sayings. Yeah.
Okay, Gary, you can have
Yeah.
that. You can have that.
He's got all the cool sayings.
Yeah, it's all fun until they start talking about the Marines, and then that just changes everything.
It's like talking politics, huh?
Stinking.
Crayony.
Oh my goodness. We talk about a script
That's you,
sometimes.
brother.
I have no idea. Do we have a script tonight? Because Eric, you're supposed to be in charge of that. Where did that go? I'm gonna guess that is Derek. Derek's always good for an hour and maybe a little more, but he is got to run. Thank you, Derek.
We're just getting all spicy now. See,
Everybody's jumping in now.
getting all spicy.
Tucker, what's your last song, brother?
Well, I was going to do one song, but I think the harmonica's a little too strong on that. So what I'm going to do is switch it up to a song I wrote about a farmer and his wife losing their field to a process called eminent domain, which is government can go ahead and buy your land out from under you if they feel it's more beneficial to the people around you. But more importantly, it's about this farmer and his wife finding their new normal, which I think so many people have been working towards. It's called 40 Years. By the way, all these songs will be on my new album, which is starting production September 10th. The first album that you're going to find on Spotify and all that, I just had the balloon thing, so my voice is all weird. And I hadn't played guitar and sung at the same time. And this knucklehead decided to release an album. So an awesome audio engineer came through and he was like, "Hey, Tucker, this is what a tempo is. I need you to try to stick to that." So I've only been really doing this for 3 years. So anyhow, this new album coming up is going to be amazing. So I have Jim Duff coming in from Cincinnati, to Bolivar out here, and we're going to set things straight. So anyhow, this song's called 40 Years. Years since we bought this land, 40 years of memories and hopeful plans. Watch this town slip away from what we knew, living off of dreams others grew. Years I worked this ground with my hands, raised my family, lost a son in Vietnam. You can still see the fort we made in a sweet gum tree. Still hear my son's laughter as the wind blows through the leaves. For 40 years have come and gone, through the thick and thin, we made this town our home, until one day a letter came in the mail. Said the city's gonna buy our land. We had to sell. Sometimes you don't get to choose where the winds of fate carry you, but when you land, you dig deep, you grow within the ground where you planted. Now we live downtown, where the air is hard to breathe and there's even harder ground. But day by day, our roots are getting deep. Flowers can grow through the thickest concrete. To draw new neighbors what we know. How to reap and how to sow. Now there's gardens in the backyards of our new community. Still hear my son's laughter when the wind blows through the leaves. Sometimes you don't get to choose where the winds of fate carry you, but when you land, you dig deep, grow within the ground we're planted. Sometimes you don't get to choose where the winds of fate carry you, but when you land, dig deep, grow within the ground we're planted. Thank you.
That right there is the ultimate. That is the ultimate compliment right there.
Man,
If Joey will smoke to it, it's worth it.
man, that's awesome. That's awesome, dude.
That is dope.
I can just sit and listen. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Dude.
With them notes hit.
Man, I so appreciate y'all having me
Square
on and your
to
interest in.
degenerates. Nice.
well, Tucker, your family, man. You're welcome here
Well,
anytime.
thank you. Man, I so
Um,
appreciate that. It's hard to find nowadays.
Yeah, right, Gary? That's what I
Find a
was saying.
community.
And
Thank
I
you.
mean, even if you drag that dirtball Shannon Book along, even if he came along here,
Yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't chimed in yet
I know.
because he normally says something. And
He's a cool cat, man. I look
Yeah,
forward to playing with
he
him
is,
September 1st.
Let's see.
gosh, no, it's yeah. It's weird. So I do have a 23-year-old that loves Johnny Cash, and he's sitting over here just kind of. He's like, "Who's that? Who's that?"
Oh, hurt.
Oh yeah.
I'm like hurt. I could only
Well,
imagine.
he's got hurt. So I couldn't find your first song on YouTube. So I was like, "Hey, whoever has hurt, I love hurt.
Yeah.
That's the one I play. You can cover it, right?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, okay, then let's just do it. We're gonna go off script.
Sorry.
You ready to go?
Well, I didn't practice any. Because I was worried about ASCAP and BMI and everything. They're always kind of like, "Oh, who's doing what? Can I get it?" Well,
As long as it's live, it doesn't matter. And we actually make it through all the screening because we screen and blah 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 blah. So
I can take it out on Folsom if you want, because people seem to like that song a lot. If you want.
Hey,
You
your
want-
choice.
All right. I hear a train a coming, it's rolling around the bend. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on. And I hear that train rolling on down to San Antonio. When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son, always be a good boy, don't ever play with guns. But I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Oh Lord, well, I bet there's rich folks living in a fancy dining car. They're probably drinking coffee, smoking big cigars. Well, I know I had it coming. Well, I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. Well, if they freed me from this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I'd bet I'd move it on a little further down the line, far from folks in prison. That's where I'd want to stay. And I'd let that lonesome whistle roll my blues away. I say I'd let that lonesome whistle roll my blues away.
This is awesome. That's awesome.
Classic.
That, I mean, it is just the thing is they're stories, right? Like they get to tell the actual stories. That's the cool thing about it.
Absolutely.
Very cool. 1800s.
I'm glad you guys like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
You got a dope sound, dude.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We went through this conversation recently with people that do covers because of our radio station. And it is actually legal if you get credit to do covers anywhere. It doesn't matter if you record them. It doesn't matter if they're so that piece is. I've got some people saying making comments about authorities. Listen, they can listen all they want. And we do every once in a while. Someone says, "Oh, there's some infringement of copyright," and then we prove and show that look, the artist is actually on our show. I think we get to have access, and then they usually lift it, so it's not a.
That's great. Yeah, I've had a few hit the channel, my YouTube channel, even though I've kind of gone through, making sure, and then I still get like a notice that, hey, you need to take that one down. Like, well, I went through the right channels, and so I just didn't want to cause any problems for y'all.
Ever since Shannon Book did whenever Scotty Hastings did our intro, we use his song for an intro, and every single episode we get a copyright, even though we have express written and we have written consent from the artist. But it is what it is, right?
I can't believe you mess Shannon Book and Scotty Hastings together.
I know.
That's
an ass kick. Sorry, that's a butt whooping right there.
I got it.
That's a
there
butt weeping.
It's all covered.
The butt whooping right there.
Jonathan, are you coming back on so we can get your final thoughts?
Freaking California. Freaking A.
I can try to bring him in.
So Gary is sharing in
And
California, if you reuse a cover, the artist has to give you a standard format. So can you
push the
get that?
button at the same time, Mark? That's probably what happened.
what's happening?
He was pushing the button at the same time.
Oh,
I don't know.
It happens.
what were you saying, Andrea?
I was reading Gary's comment about in California, if you reuse a cover, the artist has to give you a standard format rights, which sounds like lots of mumbo jumbo work.
Gary Miller, thank you, brother.
Flip your ribs. Flip them well.
Flip them, bro.
Thank
He's
you,
actually eating at
Gary.
home tonight. That's shocking. A little blue, huh?
I'm working on it.
Let's see, check this out.
Jonathan, what do you got in closing
Oh,
statements
look at that.
tonight?
Am I on? You can see me?
Yeah, there you go. Yep.
Oh, wow, my screen is terrible, dude.
You look
I think
perfect.
that Louisiana heat might be messing with a little more than my brain.
Hey, you said all the vowels and the consonants. Are you supposed to say it like that? I thought it was
Not if you're from
Louisiana.
Louisiana. No, that
Oh, shit, okay.
Louisiana, that Louisiana heat.
Louisiana.
No, I want to go back to something that Gary Miller had posted in mobile tax services had posted in the comments, and it was really he said I don't care about any of that. Like I took a pledge, no one, and so that's what we do every day. And we all say it, right? But we all literally have the same mission. We're trying to save lives, man. And if we can just do it together, I think the goal is to get, we all know why we get to do this, and it's not just our pledge. I mean, I'm sure Eric knows why he does it, and I'm sure Tucker knows why he does it too. But we all know why we do this. It's bringing on the percentage of people, adding one here and one there, and getting the extra people in that can help out. And if you in the comments like I am right now, you scroll down a little bit and you treat people like family because we all live together on the same planet. And I think Mark and I had this conversation a while back. It's that I just don't have a whole lot of room for negativity in my life anymore. You know what I mean? Like I've lived that. I've been through that. I've gone through that part of my life, and right now I just want to be positive. I want to feed people with positivity. I want people to it's a safe space, and you can't have that and negativity. Yeah, you can't. Yeah. So that's what I'm putting out there, man. I love all of y'all. Tucker, fantastic.
Man, thank you.
Fantastic voice, man.
Oh, thank you so much.
So moving forward, I'm sure all of us will be working together a lot, and I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Steiner of Hero Stock, his closing statement is the same every time I watch y'all. How the hell are these artists not mainstream? 100%.
Man.
We will get them there. We will get them there,
huge.
Jason.
That's so kind of you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a movement. It's a movement. We didn't get one of our, I'm going to make a quick announcement only because it needs to happen. And we are not doing our national takeover this year. Too many things coming at us. Wrong timing, wrong place. Not lack of resources. The whole thing, and that we're just not going to kill ourselves to make something happen. That doesn't go softly for me. I'm actually kind of bitter inside. We didn't get the job done. I feel like we've let our veterans and our first responders down, to be honest with you. Every time I read the news or hear the news or any of that, I feel that we've let our veterans and our first responders down. 17 to 75 veterans have committed suicide every day, and that doesn't even take into account our first responders because it can't be calculated because they're part of the common population. We're letting our folks down. We're going to build up. We've got some things planned for 2024. We're not done this year. Don't get me wrong. We're going to head down to Hero Stock. We got an event in the next couple of weeks. Andrew's going to talk about that. We had an event this weekend in theory with Project Got Your Back. Jonathan got to go hang out with Steve and John last night. Tons of stuff going on. Tons of stuff. And again, we need to find a common calendar that we're working on that we get everyone's stuff all in the same place as well. we're working on that. And that's important so people can get the word out, the message out. I want to know what's going on in Contagion Effect regularly. We need to cross-pollinate our guests. We'll keep talking about that. And that I didn't want to do closing statements. It's just something that came to my head. Tucker, you got anything in closing, brother?
I just so appreciate y'all. I mean, it's amazing, your mission. I think it's I don't know, trying to find the right words for it. It's a beautiful thing to witness a group of people come together for such an amazing cause. And I just wish y'all the best and prosperity in the future. And I'm gonna do my best to help get the word out on what y'all are doing as well. As I'm sure we'll Scotty Frazier when we do the Sergeant Records on September 1st. So I just wish y'all all the blessings. Thank you so much for having me and for taking the time to have me on your show. It means a ton to me.
We got Mr. Frazier on our show 10 September as well, just to kind of put that out.
Far out. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, he helped me tremendously when I was going through all of this. I mean, thicker than blood. I mean, just coming alongside of me, this Marine sergeant showing me that, hey man, it's good to ask for help. There's strength in asking for help. Get out
100%.
there. And I mean, him and his family, I mean, they were at my lowest point, trying to recover from I thank God that it didn't work, but just trying to overdose. I had enough of the pain, the constant pain, and feeling worthless. And man, he just came through and just pulled me up under my arms. Him and his wife and my wife. I mean, just the three of them just coming together, and it's just an amazing thing. So, that's I got on that.
That's awesome. Just another vet helping out, right?
Absolutely.
Another human.
Absolutely.
Yep. Always.
Eric, what do you got in closing?
Well, I want to thank you guys for being on the show today. No, but seriously, I do appreciate it. I get giddy, and actually they did hit on something because I enjoy being on and chatting and spreading the word and helping the connection have, right, or the connection, strengthen the connection, right? And I will do a Sunday night show with whoever wants to do a Sunday night show whenever they ask. Just because I never knew who Tucker Hart was, right? And I get goosebumps listening to him, and I'm gonna go listen to a bunch of YouTube channels and stuff, and I'll be damned if he ain't gonna pop up on the Contagion Effect on Thursday night. I'll tell you that much right now. He's gonna pop up on there, and he's gonna be tagged on some stuff, and seeing the crossover between your show and our show, and now the family, right? Now it's the family. Having Joey jump on and Steiner and Brian and everybody, it's just it just makes you happy, right? Obviously, we're not happy. We're not content with what we have. We want more, right? We want everyone to understand what this all is all about. You guys are doing a radio show, a radio station that has veterans and first responders, and like they're the musicians, right? They're the ones that are putting this out there. And it's just, it's amazing. It's awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I appreciate it. I do.
Oh, I got the chill bumps going, man. It happens. Miss Eichmann.
Yeah. So, I'm actually you guys have got a million things going in my head. 26th of August, so next weekend, right? We have the Operation Zero event at Veterans Lake of Ramsey. And then on September 9th, we're, look at that, Operation Zero, Veterans Lake, come party with the vets. So this is in support of Operation Zero, but, well, we just got done saying it takes a village pretty much, right? It's all family. What? You guys texting me.
So I was trying to get the picture.
Here. I set him up.
Yeah.
Just say put it up.
You.
Perfect. Thank you, sir.
There we go. All right. So that's what we're doing. I love the two places listed too. So then we then have Sutton Ridge Farms, September 9th, in Jordan, Minnesota. That is a farm that has help me, Highlander beef. Cows. And then they're super supportive of the veteran community. And so their big event is on 9 September. The proceeds for this one will go to every third Saturday. They've been guests. They're awesome. They've got an amazing building. They had one of those incredible donors, which helped them put up a building. So they've got offices, they've got places to stay, and they're very supportive and helpful of our veteran community. And we won't make that gathering at Sutton Farms because we will be in Nebraska at Hero Stock, in case y'all didn't hear about Hero Stock. September 9th in Ashland, Nebraska. And the address is on there. It's 30801 West 200th Street. Nope, I got that. East Park Highway. Wow, there's a lot of just abbreviations. 30801 East Park Highway, Ashland, Nebraska. September 9th. Get your hiney down there and let's listen to some awesome music and visit some amazing people. And we'll just get to know even more people. Hey, if you put it in a cornfield, they will come. I've heard that. You stole that from Iowa, I think. Just kidding. You have your own cornfields. It's all good. So before I tell you who next week's guests are, I wanted to. So here's me sitting in this panel tonight, and hey, Mark, you're the minority tonight. How do you like that? Right? So Mark was military, fireman, and a teacher of all things. Played football, played baseball. So he's got a lot of stuff in his pocket. I'm just looking at the other three of us, and we are service personalities. That's what I've come down to, is we are thankful for what we have and for why we have it. And so we continue to support those who have done the supporting their way for so long. And so I just want to thank you guys for being on here. It means the world. Honestly, this whole circle of, there are times, I'm not going to lie, there are times where I want to be selfish and be like, yeah, Eric, you're not getting Tucker. I found him and he's ours, so you can stay with, right? I want to be selfish like that, but what does that do for me? What does that do for everybody else? So I'm not selfish like that. I want, do you know how many times we say to each other, Jonathan and Mark and I, hey, this is good for them. We need to keep pushing it out there. We need to keep getting them out there and put those stupid little, I don't know, selfish thoughts down. Like Shannon Book. Yeah, I like Shannon Book. Like Scotty Hasting, he's like my little brother. Love him. But if I am selfish, then where does that help them get in their lives, right? And where does that help everybody who's going to meet them at some point, right? And so this is what we're talking about when we try to weed out people that aren't going to play the game of sharing. Yeah. You don't want to be in our sandbox. You don't want to be in Contagion Effect sandbox. You don't want to talk your heart in your sandbox, then you don't belong with us, because we are going to pound it and we're going to move it forward and we're going to do what we need to do with it. So thank you guys for being on the show.
Absolutely. Well, absolutely. Yes. Thank y'all. And
hey, you got this? Yep. Before we go.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. Can I do it? I'm going to do it.
Yeah, you can.
So we do this by the 6-pack. I'm going to do the shortened version because I don't know all the words he uses. But because who just said we got your, this is a new person. My mouse is all messed up. I have this big screen. Who said I always got your 6? I'm Marine. I always got your 6.
Steiner.
Lost it. Was it Steiner? All right. Thank you, Jason Steiner. So we do this 6-pack, right? Take out your phone, find 6 people, send them a message telling them how much you care about them, how much they matter. It doesn't matter. Reach out to those you think have never struggled, because they're probably the ones that need to hear it. So take your, we got your 6 at 6, because it's almost 8. Okay. It's
only in Central America. Only in Central.
That's coming up on 6 o'clock for me, so don't worry.
There we go. You're perfect timing. All right. So reach out, do that. Every time we share that, we share it every show, because you know we got 1, 2, maybe 5 new people in our world every show, maybe 35 people that are new to it every show. You should have seen the list of people watching that I saw tonight on my side. It was amazing, and so I want to thank them. Reach out to your 6. Don't let them slip through the cracks. Okay. And so send that message, and then you can come back next week to visit with, listen to, hear about Derek
Who's
Thompson.
on the show next week?
We had Derek
Wait.
Thompson.
You're having Derek Thompson?
Shadow Mark.
You know
Shadow
who?
Mark.
Hey, you want to know who's better than Derek Thompson? Chief Thompson.
Chief
Dude.
Thompson.
Derek Thompson's a good dude.
That's
He's
awesome.
gonna be on next week. Shadow
He's
Mark's
gonna be
gonna
on
be on next week.
next Sunday, 27 August. Boom.
All right.
And
Looks like I know where I'm going next Sunday.
See,
Forget
come
that
on
football.
in.
Forget that
Well,
football,
most
fantasy
people-
football.
What is football season anyway?
Screw that.
Hey, this is a secret I always tell people around me. You can watch, you can throw stuff, you can yell. They're going to win if they win and lose if they lose, and they don't know you're here. They're thankful you're here, but they don't know you're here yelling. Anyway, so come see us instead. And then we have music with Joe Allen Christie next week.
What?
Yeah.
Hold on. Is this like? Hold on. This
Circle
is
of
nuts.
Is this-
What's going on?
I just got an email from him. Are you being? You're You're
Yeah.
kidding with me. Are you kidding?
We're
with me?
serious. He's going to be here next
I'd
week.
show you the master list, but this list is
I can't. Oh, shoot.
Oh, is that your email? Oh.
nope.
I just turned it off. That's so anti-dramatic.
That's a terrible picture.
Shit, he just linked my calendar. He just booked the
That
show
is-
for October.
Well, maybe he was checking this out to see what kind of trouble he's getting in next week.
That is awesome. I am
Perfect.
making time. I'm
That
gonna be in the
is-
comment warriors.
Oh, I love it.
Do it. And then Tonto's sending us a message. You all are great, even though I can hear and see half being at the. You're at the. He's at the track.
Yeah,
okay.
he sent me a text too. He's at the rodeo. Where was that? Yeah, he's at the rodeo. I can't send you a video. He sent me a
We're gonna
video.
hire Steiner. Steiner can do comments for us.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah. Social media galore. That
Wow, that's gonna be awesome next week. That's gonna be a great show.
it'll be
That's some
exciting.
good dude. Yeah.
You know what I get to do after that show? It better be exciting because then on that Tuesday I go back to school. So,
Yay.
all right,
Yay.
that'll be good stuff. Good stuff.
It
Again,
was a blessing. It was a blessing having everyone on tonight. Jonathan's in the background. He's having some connection issues. Love him to death. He's here helping, supporting, doing his thing. Check out Bourbon Battle Buddies in their morning comments. Jonathan does a great job of giving you, planting the seed and getting your day starting right. Again, check out WP3 Radio. It's all day long, 24/7 veteran and first responder music. And then if you can, go check out our social media channels, like, share, do the thing, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. That gets us where we need to be. And remember, this is a mission that helps take care of other people, and we can't get it done without all of you. We thank you, everyone who is here tonight. We'll check you tomorrow at 4:30 when you get to hear the mission of the People's Patriot Project. Every Monday at 4:30 with our WP3 debrief, where we can sit around without our pants and talk about what is happening in the real
I was supposed to
world.
have pants on.
it's debriefed.
I
Debriefed.
tried to make it a rule you had to have them on, but everyone said it was much more comfortable without them on. So we debrief during the debrief.
That is awesome.
Come check us every Monday and every Sunday at 1800 Central Standard Time. It's been a blessing. Thank you, everyone. We'll check you when the smoke clears. Patriot Pride.
Thank you so much.
Button's not pushing.